This is one of the most important infrastructure projects that will determine, the long-term viability of the barrier island and the near shore.
Flagler County is crunching the numbers trying to pay for beach protection.
Flagler County Commission Chair Andy Dance says if they're forced to make tough choices, he supports protecting the barrier island first.
That's the goal, is to have that shelf maintained so that it can withstand storms as they come in. And part of it is, if it's a named storm, then 100% of that renourishment is taken over by the federal government. But in regards to how we fund that, we've slowed the process way down so that we can appropriately get feedback from the community and from our municipalities. We're not trying to shove anything down the throats of our government partners. We need to work in hand with them.
Flagler Beach City Manager Dale Martin says county commissioners are discussing it.
I think the beach, I think Commissioner Dance has done a great job reaching out to the commissioners. I think the commissioners felt a little left out of the early discussion. I think that's what they were most disappointed in. But as I said, I know that Commissioner Dance has reached out to several commissioners on several opportunities to try and start to bridge that communication gap.
Martin says the $7 to $10 million needed should be a shared expense.
We've all gone to the multi-municipal meetings, and I think they look forward to the next one to continue the discussion that I think Commissioner Dance wants to have with the communities.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, June 25th. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is hosting a presentation and open discussion ahead of initial construction of its coastal storm risk management beach nourishment project. Flagler Beach City Manager Dale Martin.
There is a public workshop that is sponsored by the county on Tuesday evening, June 25th at Santa Maria Del Mar Church at 6 o'clock.
The scope of the meeting will extend beyond just the beach nourishment project.
There will be an update on the pier. The pier construction is slated to begin mobilize and construction in October, November, end of this calendar year.
The City of Flagler Beach and Florida Department of Transportation will also provide updates on construction of the related secant wall and repaving of State Road A1A. Registration is not required and all are welcome to attend the meeting this evening. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Why does Flagler County need a new mosquito spraying helicopter?
Mike Martin, the chair of the Flagler Mosquito Control District, said that the old chopper just wasn't good enough. The area in which the old chopper had to fly was too much for it, so we got a new one.
Because of the expansion in the district that occurred last year, our old helicopter simply cannot serve the purpose anymore. It doesn't have the range, it doesn't have the payload, and we were not willing to lessen our protection of your health, so we found a way to buy a new helicopter.
Martin said that way was to use the adulticide to kill the grown bugs. He said they go after the mosquitoes when they're active, and they spray in the air, not on the ground. Your favorite programs here on WNZF or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, what chemical does mosquito control use to do in the mosquitoes? From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
The arts in Palm Coast will continue in a different way.
After 2 decades of providing quality theater presentations, the Palm Coast Arts Foundation is shut down. But there's a silver lining too. Founder Sam Perkovich.
We have some money left, and we have to give that to another 501c that operates in the Black and is in Palm Coast. And we are giving that to our best friends and partners here. We're giving them $69,000.
City Repertory Theater co-founder Diane Ellertson accepted the check.
We are going to be able to enhance. We've started the process for the risers. This will enable us to finish the process of getting the risers in and hopefully getting different seats in there so that we can go back, because with the risers that we are getting, we can only have like 39 people in the audience, and we need to try to get back to 50. So that's what we're going to do.
The Palm Coast Arts Foundation had announced last year it would be closing since so many event cancellations during the COVID-19 pandemic had put the nonprofit even further into the red. For more on this story, go to FlaglerNewsWeekly.com. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.